Actually, in this Fashion Week, I got on Vogue too, on New York Fashion Week and Vogue USA. Everybody want to go to the show, but brand also looking for influencer or editors that will share more about the brand. It's great to have fun and do things, but if you want to keep it professional and grow in your business as well, you have to, kind of say that absolutely normal ask for paid partnerships, because as like you just said, we all have to pay bills. We all have to
time.
Exactly. New York especially very expensive.
Oh my gosh.
It's to like, look, that's what I do. That's what happens when I wear a beautiful outfit. You can get with me on big magazines, and your page is your face. What the brand see, if they thinking and see it aligns with them, they go for it. It doesn't have to be always a big following. If you really do that, you heart saying to you, I think that's a big success. For me, always being like, if you look good, you feel good. This is also important part, especially for women. I mean, I know guys, they usually take shower, comb their hair.
And they're awesome.
For us, we need a little bit more work. So, and I say, well, thank you so much. I will send you my media package.
All right.
This
is a great
exactly.
Welcome to the She Did It, the show that highlights and celebrates the achievements of female leaders and creative entrepreneurs. We believe that every woman has a story to tell, and that by sharing those stories, we can inspire others to pursue their dreams and achieve their goals. Through in-depth conversations with successful female leaders from a variety of industries, we explore the challenges and triumphs of their journeys and uncover the strategies and techniques used to build thriving businesses and lifestyle that they desire. Whether you're an entrepreneur just starting out or an established professional looking for fresh ideas and inspiration, the She Did It show has something for you. So subscribe to our channel and let's get started. I'm your host, Daria Mudrova, and I'm super happy to present you today's guest, Olga Ferrara, a fashion influencer, is ranked as top 20 influencers by the platform Affluence. She has more than 300,000 subscribers on Instagram. Olga is famous for her creative looks, street style photography during fashion weeks. Also, she organized runaways events for fashion brands during New York Fashion Week. She actively supports sustainable fashion brands across the globe and especially New York City-based designers. Her fashion looks have been featured in numerous publications worldwide, including Vogue, Forbes, Elle, Cosmopolitan, Harper Bazaar, and others. And I'm so excited.
Hi, Daria.
Hi.
It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to share my story.
It's a treat. I'm so happy to see you today in our studio, and you have an amazing experience. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm so excited about our conversation. I would love to talk with you today about your experience being influencer, fashion influencer, about setting up collaboration with brands, about New York Fashion Weeks, and I'm sure
it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. How was it? You just came back from Fashion Week.
Yeah, I just came back actually a couple days ago from Paris Fashion Week. It's always amazing, always very special, very different from other fashion weeks. I will say high quality and timeless style. It's Paris. Always, you have to make sure you dress very well because Parisians are very picky. They will pin you out right away.
Right. So compared with New York Fashion Week, I know that you're attending New York Fashion Week forever. There's so many beautiful publications all over all magazines with your fashion looks. So how comparing like New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, what?
I think New York Fashion Week will show you more colors, will show you more different styles, will show you new innovative styles. You can dress up maybe rainbow colors and be, published by magazines and showing about the street style. In Paris, it's a little bit more calmer with the colors. There's a lot of black color, a lot of one color, not too many prints. I can see this for like many years now. I go to Paris, I can see big difference. So like, of course, after Tenny Fashion Week in New York, you completely have to change your wardrobe to go to Paris. It's different. It's different, completely different looks. It's more classy, more timeless, like I said before. So you have to completely change. You know?
Yeah.
But it's good because it makes you, show your different sides. So I like that.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I mean, right from New York Fashion Week, you changed all these wardrobes. Yeah. Do you remember how first time you attended New York Fashion Week? How was that? How your journey with New York Fashion Week started?
Sure. I remember I got email from a PR company, and they say, well, we really like your page, we like your aesthetics, and we would like you to invite to a fashion show. And for me, it's like, wow, that's amazing. It's like, what is this? Fashion show? Okay. Of course, I saw Runaways, and I was very excited. And I remember it was Pier 59 that time. They had huge, big show. I don't remember a designer right now, but there was beautiful, beautiful show that I enjoyed. And I remember I was sitting in the front row, and all this treatment was given very nicely. And I really love the designs there, and just the atmosphere gets me to me like, okay, you can be from the first time you see the collection, first look you get, it's very special, I think. And then you can share this on your social media and, show people saying like, well, this is beautiful new collection, check it out, this designer, and it's just great. I don't know, I really love it.
Which year was that approximately when you started?
I think it was 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
So actually it was like the huge wave of like influencers who started to attend that.
Exactly.
Because before it was mostly like editors of magazines and buyers.
I think that time I caught was actually a great time for influencers to grow their platform as well. Because of that, like you said, it was just starting to bring influencer to the fashion world more. They start realizing power of social media, and that's how it's become actually a thing that influencer has to be on Fashion Week, and from the from their point of view, show the collection, and more viewers can see it, and that's how actually brands get their popularity as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right now it's everything like it's the social media like platforms. It's like you have your own magazine with
exactly.
Yeah, like I know, but yeah, it's all look fancy, beautiful pictures at the end, but probably the process of preparation to New York City, to New York Fashion Week is something special.
Yes, absolutely. You're right on the point, exactly, and it's a lot of work.
A lot of work, yeah.
First, you have to actually make up your looks, right? Your idea, what you want to present, what kind of looks, what kind of style you want to show. Because everything you go on the streets, whatever you wear, it's going to be in magazines. So you have to make sure you fit perfectly, your makeup perfect, your hair, everything has to be flowy,
Oh yeah.
So then the brands that I work with also reach out before Fashion Week and propose their outfits. Like, for example, they show me lookbooks and say what you like. If you see something that you really love, let us know, and we would like to dress you for the event. So then you go to the fittings. You have to make sure everything fits. Before a show, of course, you set up your looks. Then you have everything home, and then you're trying to put together shoes, bags, accessories, the full look.
Wow.
So there's a lot of work, and of course, every time you go outside to different show, you have to change the look. You cannot go to different show with the same look.
It's a lot of logistics probably. Like one thing when you live in New York City, but when you travel somewhere, it's a totally different story.
Yeah, it gets a little complicated because you also have to contact the showrooms, local showrooms in Paris.
Local showrooms.
Yes.
So you don't necessarily need to bring everything, but you can set up an appointment with them.
Exactly. It depends if you, like, for example, before Fashion Weeks, I reach out to showrooms that I work with and see what they have. If they align with my aesthetics, that's what I like, and that's what I would like to wear. We get contacted, and then the same thing, I come to Paris, I go to the fittings, and then they deliver close to my hotel, and then I set up the looks, and you go for it.
So actually, you need to book your room in a hotel in advance and provide the address of the hotel, right?
Yes. And not only for that, there also brands in Paris like to send actually invitation by mail. They're very old-fashioned, old school, I will say, right? Old school, very official.
Like real. It's like a wedding invitations or something.
Like really you open, and like I had the invitation was opening like three different ways. You have to open all this, and like really cute and different. Again, big difference with the New York Fashion Week.
With New York Fashion Week, yeah, I guess like everything is
emails.
Easier, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Paris, some brands also do emails. They understand, sometimes complicated.
For travel and influencers, right?
To send all the invitations to everybody by mail, it's a lot, But they still do, and, I guess it's their thing too.
Yeah, when you think about that, and then you need to maybe book the taxi and to hire an assistant who will take pictures of your beautiful inspiration looks.
Yeah, of course, for traveling already more than a couple of years to Paris, I have my team there too, as well. They are photographers, videographers, and the edits I like to do myself in the end, because I just have that vision, whatever I see in my page from my eyes. So most likely I do my edits myself.
Actually, I can share this. It's like a guilty pleasure. I also love when I have all of the raw pictures and then I pick up which one I like.
Exactly.
Because sometimes the vision is different.
Exactly.
And it's wow, why did you pick up for different reasons, right?
Some photographers that I work with, they prefer send already edited photos only.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they can send me a link I can choose, and then they edit.
All right.
But sometimes, like you said, the same thing. I see that angle much better, and they didn't pick it. So I guess it's with everybody.
It's with everyone, I'm sure. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, oh my gosh. But that's amazing. You started 2018. You have a big experience, so many fashion weeks. But if someone who wants just to start and wants to attend New York Fashion Week, what will be the way he will do that?
I will recommend first pick the brands that they like. Go to their page, learn about their brand. If they really like it, start engagement with the brands who like the picture. Tell in the comments what you like about it specific, and then really show the interest that you really love the brand. Buy clothes, wear it. Make beautiful content, tag the brand, show them that you're really a fan of them, and doing this constantly, not only once, doing it constantly, really show them that you really love the brand. And then, you can reach out also and saying, look, I am a fashion influencer, I really like your brand, I would love to see your new collection coming up, let's see this September, and also tell them what you would like to give them. Coverage, what you can do for them, because everybody want to go to the show, but a brand also looking for influencer or editors that will share more about the brand. After seeing the collection, they were like, okay, what you would like to do for us? It's kind of exchange with that point, because everybody wants exposure and to make sure you be in the in the show and sit nicely and enjoy the show. Also, in the end, you have to kind of, provide that something that we like as well. So I think it's both way works.
Yeah, so it could be your own pictures published here, some reels maybe, or some pictures with other photographers.
If you do photographers, street style photographer take your photo and they like the style you did and they publish in magazine, that's already plus that you can show the brands to look, that's what I do. That's what happens when I wear a beautiful outfit. You can get with me on big magazines and
it seems like Getty Image, it's the way to because lots of magazines, they probably have the subscription to this Getty Images and they just pull out all these pictures for their
There's a big agency like this, BFA, also Getty Images, and other editors from big magazines. especially during Fashion Week, a lot of photographers from big magazine, they shoot in street style. They're just looking for some new trends.
Just even from the magazines,
Exactly. Like Phil, his biggest photographer for Vogue magazine, he always gets the shot that you don't look. He gets you all the time. Like we actually in this Fashion Week, I got in Vogue too on New York Fashion Week and Vogue USA.
Nice.
And then
thank you. Like
then,
the US is the most complicated Vogue, right?
Yes. And then I got one in France too.
Okay.
Yes. So it was very successful.
Yeah, it was very successful.
It was very successful. And the same thing, they just sometimes you don't prepare, like literally on the street shot, like you standing talking to friend. And
so you always need to be
you always make sure, like, you know, you look glamorous. But you know, they like that. They like that, you know, real you having fun, enjoying fashion, and wear your best look and just show off. You know, it's just they love it. And then, you know, of course, like you said, and like I said before, they looking for new trends. It's always cool to see what's new. Like if you're really creative, you can do cool makeup or very cute accessories or different bag. You know, like something different and unique that caught their eye, or like color collaboration, or like just in general style. They're always looking for that.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, like talking about like brands and setting up like the good relations, right? The exposure in media, it's a powerful tool, right? And just you advise to reach out to brands, to communicate with them, and maybe like some manager, they should reach the manager of the brand or something like.
There is a lot of things that you can do. I recommend the girls who want to start to be in this profession that you can Google applications for influencers that work with influencers. Like depends on your niche, or your fashion influencer, or your beauty influencer, or your lifestyle influencer. There's so many different applications that you can Google it, and they come out like maybe 10 top, and then you research them and see what they do. Like for travel bloggers, they have different applications that give them great deals on hotels, that collaborate with the hotels. Lifestyle, there is restaurants, there is the food bloggers, right? They have applications for them. It just depends on your niche. You have to Google it and check it out, this application, and apply. And you know, depends on the following or engagement rate. They may not accept, may accept. It depends, or they just like your page. It's all very personal. They literally review your page, and then they approve it or not. And then the same thing, you can have their paid partnerships. They propose to you whatever you like, whatever fits your style, and then you choose, like, you like it or not. And they ask you deliverables, what they looking from you, videos, photos, or stories, feed posts, reels, all that. So there is a lot of them. It's just like you have to search by your niche.
Yeah. Is it like any maybe which you checked or you would advise in fashion, like, or?
That I don't really work with many applications right now. Like mostly it's my personal partnership with the brands. I think I like that way better. When brand reach out to you, I feel more comfortable already, because brand already kind of check your page. They already know your aesthetics and they proposing to work with you. I think this is more organic way to work.
Yeah. This is the best way when someone reaches out.
Yes.
And you choose.
Yes. And it's like, I think it's I prefer work that way. So
to stop personal connections,
yes,
right? And just
I think it's also tech experience with when you go to the events, you meet people in PR, you meet people, managers, you meet all different people who can help you actually grow with this business as well. You just have to, talk to people and ask, like, what you do, exactly what you do, like, is anything like you do with fashion? Because I get invited to different events. I also like to support charity events as well, because I believe in helping as much as we can, sharing links that people can support the cause of the charity. So it's always great. And then you meet interesting people who also in fashion, who also know a lot of interesting people doing different things. And then I guess your circle grow,
Oh, yeah.
and you have to be involved in community as well. You have to be around, I will say.
Yeah, it's amazing advice. Definitely, like something to take for consideration. But let's set up like some situation. Like for example, you have started to communicate with brand, and they started to give you PR packages or maybe some gifts. And at some point, you are posting and you are investing a lot of time of yours and
Of course.
resources to provide a beautiful content for them. And how you could change from that point to sponsored deal? Is it like very, I would say, delicate question because you want to keep this brand, but still you would love to
work.
It's your work. And
of course, I think it's absolutely normal ask for paid partnerships because, as like you just said, we all have to pay bills. We all have to
time.
Exactly. New York, especially, very expensive.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
We'll have, for example, if brands reach out to me with gifting options, I will say, first I have to look the brand, see if I like it, if it's my aesthetics aligns with their aesthetics, and I will wear it, I will buy it myself. I would like to work with the brand. And then I say what the deliverables, what they're looking for. And then I say, okay, to me, for produce this content, I spend so much time, so many hours, and I have a photographer, videographer, or edit it, or they okay to be done on your phone. It's like you have to ask those questions because some brands would like to have professional, camera,
and
videographer,
studio maybe,
and studio.
You need to book.
Exactly,
really.
exactly. So do you add all the expenses to your, deliverables, and then you say, look, just ask them like very nicely and saying, what's your budget for upcoming campaign?
Yeah.
And, start talking about that because, of course, it's great to have fun and do things. But if you want to keep it professional and grow in your business as well, you have to, kind of say that. And then you're also very good to say, when they reach out to you with the gifting, you'll say, well, thank you so much. I will send you my media package.
All right.
This is a great exactly. I will send you my media kit.
All right. Yeah. Media kit is everything. Yeah. For
Exactly. Exactly.
So.
And then you show them like what you did, what you've done, which brands you worked before. They have opportunity to see all that. Of course, they do go stroll your page.
They'll check everything.
Yes. There's like a lot of girls asking me about how improve to start working with the brands. I will say always you have to improve your page first. Like your page is your face. What the brand see. If they thinking and see it aligns with them, they go for it. They will try, and it doesn't have to be always a big following. If they really like your page and there is a lot of engagement going on there, the brands would love to try work with you. For sure.
Try working, yeah. You just mentioned about media kit. How the media kit, which will stand out from other influencers, looks like on your view? What you should put it like there?
Sure. Like in my media kit, I put the good collaboration, the best collaboration that I did, that I love, that I was very successful, and then of course publication in magazines will, the Vogue, the Elle, the Harper's Bazaar will bring the attention as well. Like, you've been published there. And then your aesthetics as well, like saying which brands you would like to work. What do you like about the brands? Like what specific things that you would love to, pay attention more. Like, for example, sustainability, perfect fit, the quality of fabric, or how it made. There's so many things that you can actually be involved, and some brands very particular about that, and they will review it, they will read it, and they will say like, yeah, we like it, or like, or maybe not the perfect fit for this campaign, but we'll keep you in future.
Yeah,
it happens too. So it's always like evolving, and I think fashion too changed a lot for like past 2 years,
like,
right?
Managers, like even for the brand, like first half year one manager, then manager is changed, like vision is changed or something.
Yes.
And I think like follow up.
Yes, that's a lot. And even with that, the PR companies keep changing the employees as well.
Yeah.
So you have one PR girl that and then they'll change. So they're like contacts have to keep like rotating, and different companies new actually PR companies, so many new PR companies come out, and then it's like you have to be always be involved, like all around. It's not one simple way. It's
only
a lot.
one way, or like apps. Like you need to actually also PR campaigns, right? You need to the same thing. Like you need just to send your media kit and to say, guys, I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd like to work with you and see. First of all, like, can you please send me the list of the brands you work in? See, like, again, it has to be very organic. It has to be that you really love, and when you show passion about it, the people will see, your followers will see. That's what they like to follow you for, and the brands will see it. They feel it right away. They say like, oh yeah, really, we really love that. Like, for example, my previous campaign I shoot for Fito USA. They have very beautiful, great product for growing hair and like maintain hair, especially for blonde hair.
Actually, I saw this on
yes,
Instagram.
Exactly. And this one I shoot professional camera, so it's different.
Looks like a professional commercial.
Right? So it's a different approach with me because I most do fashion, and then I edit beauty as well because I do use it and I do love the product. And when this brand reached out to me, and it was a gifting first.
All right.
I was like, okay, I always would like to try something new for my hair because it's blonde hair is always something,
No, I did this thing, and now
the groove blonde hair.
Every hair is like a diamond.
Exactly. So and then I used the product about 6 months, and I see the big difference. My hair started to be like stronger, thicker. I'm like, wow, I love it. And I just, after they sent me the gift, I wrote to them and said, look, I really like your brand. It really works. And they say, well, thank you so much. And would you like to create something to share with your followers? I'm like, yes, I'm very comfortable.
But you didn't share first. You just gave them feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I did share when I received the gift. I share
like
on Instagram,
unpacking,
unpacking, and show like I'm excited to try new product with me. And I really loved it. And that's how it's supposed to be organically, authentically. Authentic things always are going to be there.
Yeah. Authenticity is like the biggest, I think, struggle for all influencers when then brands reaching out for you. Is there like, did you have any situations when you refused the collaboration, or like what did you do? Like some brands, like which you
of course, the brands that reach out, if you don't really, I mean, you see for example, one time it was even they sent me already. We agree. I saw their website, beautiful clothing, very well made it that I thought. But when I
at the end, no.
When
expectations, reality. All right.
It happens, yeah. When I received it, I said, I'm sorry, guys, but it's not how it looks on the website. Website was particular, perfect. Everything on models looks so good. And when I received it, tried it, the quality wasn't the same. And I have to send it back.
Yeah.
So things happen,
Yeah, so but actually, when you have the process to create the content, how do you organize that? Do you have a team who is working with you, like the content creation process?
Most of the content I create myself, because I think it's influencer will call it some little artist,
Yeah.
Because you have specific vision. When you see the outfit or something, like I already see it in my head where I want to shoot. What is this? Like, has to be a nice, clean New York City shot, or it has to be can be a little bit more cozy, or it has to be more softer. It's all about like your vision, And of course, lately, brands would like to have videos, reels.
Oh, yeah, reels.
So it's a lot of videos lately, and it does actually works better. I see engagement much higher with the reels than feed post.
Oh yeah, right now
with just photo, yeah. And if you do photo, it has to be a carousel. Otherwise, one photo doesn't really cut anymore.
Yeah, so it's
people will really like if they see just one photo, they will like scroll real fast and not give that attention. And I see with reels, with videos, people come back. So even the same person can watch the video a couple times. So that's how you actually get more views, because they want to see details. They want to see something what
oh, what was
did you
that?
do? Like, oh,
Yeah.
what is that? You
Yeah.
know, so it's actually works.
Yes. Yeah, it's great. I think that's like you present your vision because you're not a model for the shoot when everything is created for you and you just like acting.
Exactly.
But you're the producer of your shoot, like
Mhm.
executing everything,
Yeah, exactly.
editing, right?
Editing, yes.
And
The same thing. I feel like when the photo is done, and I feel like how I want to cut the photo, how I want to show this like final look. Because sometimes, like you said, with the photographers, we have different thinking.
different vision. It's normal. I mean, everything. Yeah,
And they
it's-
will have this, cut this much and this much. And for me, it's like, no, I want that. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's natural, I think. And everybody has different eye for that too. And with the editing, with the backgrounds, with the light's very important. Especially you want to have clothing showing you in daylight and the most natural light. So it is like in real life in the photo, that's important too.
Yeah, how your typical day like looks like when it comes to create the content to
Usually
prepare.
we're trying to set up a schedule and working with a photographer, we have to schedule in advance, usually a week or 2 weeks, and then we trying to put a couple projects a day, if it's possible. It's a studio shot, it's outside. Outside's a little more complicated.
In the winter time.
Yeah. When they're cold outside.
But when it's warm, like you have the whole background, like the city
Yes,
background.
exactly. And then sometimes, driving with the car, having a couple outfits with you also helps.
Yeah, like this point,
Yeah.
like it's great to have a car actually, like what I hear here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Then you can change, you can fix your makeup and shoot couple looks, the same area. Depends, or you drive little and change the scenery completely. So it's helpful a lot.
Yeah. Do you travel a lot when you're creating the content, like for example, somewhere like or
Well, it
the part-
depends. A lot of brands that I work, they love New York.
New York. Yeah.
Yes, and they would like they already saying like, oh, we really like city views, really like New York vibe. Whatever you feel like creating in New York will be great. Some of them may be specific. If I work with I don't know, maybe swimwear. Obviously, it's more beachy and it's has to be somewhere warm place, nice and beautiful. So it's different, or resort wear. But most likely the brands I work, yes, they like New York.
Yeah.
And a lot of European brands as well.
Yeah, actually, I just like thought, how you work on your content? Do you integrate? Do you shoot like stories? Probably like a lot. Yeah, you actually all your life is online. How do you curate this content which you show up? Is it like
Too much? Yes, it's a little too much sometimes. It's like literally you are there all the time to show your presence. There's certain things like still keep private,
You
my
do.
private life. Yes,
So you
more
separate this stuff?
exactly. And yeah, I like to share things that I really love, especially with traveling. I mean, different country, different city. You share little places you went, restaurants, cafe, shopping,
Sightseeing.
the places you want to see. Like all that. Even like living here in New York, I always discover new places.
Oh.
It's like every time something new, or you just have to show people, and sometimes they like thanks me a lot and saying that, look, I never knew there's exist here in New York. It's like very so many variation that people can't even realize it's New York.
Wow, yeah.
we are actually lucky here with for the content create. You can find so many beautiful places here, but you just have to you have to look. And sometimes I save the places special folder that for next photo shoot if I like something. So there's always like evolving, and you always like looking around. That's how I think creators work.
Yeah, how would you describe your style, like in the fashion and in what you publish on Instagram?
Well, I think for my style, I will still say more classy and timeless. I like sustainable, high-end quality clothing and jewelry. Believe that with investing a little bit more money, you can have longer life with that and style differently. that's how I show to my followers too, like, don't be afraid to play with it, add another accessory, add another, change it up, like put different pieces together, don't be afraid. And with a good quality clothing, you can do it for a longer time. And now this is kind of we're going towards, I hope so too, more, that designers make less but better, and trying to not overpower the market with all,
fast fashion
clothing. Yes, exactly.
So fast, yeah. Actually, like talking about their creating the content like 24/7. Yeah. Did you have experience like burnout of like, I know lots of like influencers, especially like not only influencers, like
of course anybody with any work.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, how did you experience that? How did you handle that? Will be really useful to you, maybe to someone.
Well, this is of course always happens, especially when you're all the time on computer, on your phone. It's like your eyes, like you need to just not to see anything electronic. Like sometimes we go upstage, just relax. Doing all things we used to do a lot of ski, not anymore.
Oh, ski? Yeah, to ski. Upstairs.
Yes, we used to ski a lot, and it was actually very relaxing and nice. And then just kind of got feeling that it's too cold for me.
Too cold?
I get to the point to tell my husband, no, it's too cold. Maybe we go to Miami.
I mean, like this winter it's okay because there was not much snow actually.
Oh, no. This winter was no snow. I mean, I missed the snow actually. It was here, right?
It was like couple days, something.
Yeah.
That's it. And somewhere like upstate actually, but it's
not crazy here.
A lot. Yeah. Yeah. So to have your time to do some detox and
relax. I like to go to spa. I like to take massages. So it's really great for your mind, for your body, and then you're fresh, and then you go do it again. And of course, I have to go back to gym like full time, being not as busy because you're very busy with the fashion weeks. It's so hard to find time. Then early in the morning or late at night, it's like. But that's my goal for 2023. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Talking about, I know Elsa, I mean, we met with you a couple times, like in those events which you hosted and organized during New York Fashion Week. And you've been event planner, you've been managing all these aspects from the other side, not as an influencer, but also organizing events. Could you describe like this?
It's very interesting, like exactly you said, from different side. You connect with designer, you learn about them, what they expect, what they want, how they want to show you. You for example, explain to them what's the best way to show their collection, how, what do you think in mind, like, and we talk about this and explaining what's gonna bring up your brand, up, like make your brand more luxury, beautiful place, beautiful decorations, classy or more pop. Like it depends, like what you're looking for. And we did a couple great events. We had a couture event. It was beautiful couture dresses by designer, and in beautiful place, very luxury, very beautiful. We had a singer there. We had that all the vibe, very luxurious and beautiful. The dresses was made for red carpet, for sure.
Yeah. I remember like we've been in the event. It was a mansion in somewhere in Midtown, like I think. It was beautiful, and then some rooftop, and then like the hotel with the rooftop entrance. Yeah.
Yes.
What are like the essentials to create such a runaway for a fashion brand during New York Fashion Week? What do you need to put on your list?
There's of course a lot of steps. First step, to find the location. It's always location, and it's very important to have the same interest with the brand, how they see it, where they see it. And during Fashion Week, it's harder because people everywhere, and people very busy with the events. So you have to make sure that location is on the way between the Spring Studios and like Midtown somewhere, like in Soho maybe, downtown maybe not, but like maybe in Soho. And then you talk to the brand, see their vision, and then of course you have to make sure with decorations what they think, Because I remember one brand we were doing, and they would like to have a rustic old bicycle.
Wow.
So we had to find that, you know. It wasn't just like this. We had to really search for that.
To be very
Because
creative.
specific. And then she also won the sand, but we said, no sand. No sand in New York.
Sand.
Yes. Because it was her vision, and we made actually dry flowers, really great, and make up really nice, look really beautiful. But in the beginning, she actually wanted like make a little, you know, beachy vibe a little bit with that.
Yeah, like New York shows, like fashion shows, is like the whole like art of piece of art.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to say, yeah.
Exactly.
It's like the whole performance, and now you can be so creative. You can do like integrate music, like so many visuals.
And then of course you have to discuss all these extra things with the budget. This is very important.
That's actually the big part. Yeah.
Yes.
Depends which budget brands have. Like
exactly. Today I was also talking to a designer, and he was asking me about the Paris Fashion Week, and she's telling me like how wonderful and crazy shows in Paris, that the budgets there are like so big, like, you know, big brands, Yves Saint Laurent, Chanel, Dior, they make crazy shows. And he was like, yeah, but you know, in New York we don't have this kind of budget to promote, like, for example, his brand yet. I was like, okay, it's, you know, take time, you know, Chanel, Dior, like how many years they're already, it's big houses, you know. And yes, in Europe, and especially this kind of brands, they have big budget. So that's where they can create very amazing venues and produce. It's like movie set there, you know. It's stunning, beautiful. I was in another show too in Paris, and they made a beautiful, great big balloons with the blue light. It was like magical. You walk in, you're like, you don't know where are you. You know, it's very different experience when you not only have beautiful collection and showing right on the runway, but you also have that kind of experiences, something different and unique. So like for me, I will remember that show, you know, because of that. You walk in and you're like, whoa, you know.
Definitely. So, but like how that happens, you need to contact also the New York Fashion Week, like organizers. I know like when we did like some time back ago, like galleries, there are like art fairs. And you need just like on the website to fill application, to pay your fees to the organizer, right? And then they think about, can you apply? Is it like the same process with New York Fashion Week?
Well, yes, it's kind of the same thing, but they have requirements. You have to be, I think, designer has to be 5 or 7 years in business already, have been published, have been recognized, and show that work they did already. Then they review their application, and they may accept, may not.
Okay.
Yeah, so they, you know, they're a little tough with that. It's not like every, you know, like for example, you create your brand like here, and
like
you
an Instagram, like put like everything together.
No. Yeah, they want to be present, the brand to be present for a while and visible, and to be showing actually, because I think they have a certain, you know, certain amount of spaces too, and they want to make sure that its brand is legit, and that it's like not going to disappear or something like this, because they put in their name there.
Their name,
you know?
yeah. And also, of course, when you organize a venue, like you need to think about press.
Of course,
guests,
Yeah.
like it's all this.
It's very important to get guests, customer, future customers, also press, influencers as well, to you know, explore it and give that, you know, to show the brand exists and it's beautiful, and other people can see it. Exactly.
Well, yeah. So fabulous. How your story in New York City started? How this journey went?
Well, you know, my background, actually, I'm a pharmacist.
Oh, okay.
And back in Ukraine.
It's a good background.
Yes. I study and I was working in pharmacy, but I did realize it wasn't me. You know, I always was overdressed,
it's
to
like
work.
You've been working in New York City?
No, I was working in Ukraine.
In
Ukraine. Yeah. And when I came to New York, I did not want to go back to pharmacy.
Okay.
And I actually went to beauty school. So it's helped me a lot to, I think, learn a lot of things, a lot of tricks. I can do my makeup, I can do my hair. You know, all those little things you learn during that was really helpful. And I think also made me to, you know, open up myself more and realizing that what I really love to do. And then working on different business with my husband, also nothing to do with fashion. but also very but interesting too. And then like year by year, I was feeling that I'm missing something, and that's like.
Oh, what was that? Like it was some. What's the business? It's.
Oh,
related?
my husband has a consulting business.
Oh, consulting.
So it was a lot of paperwork, fill up the different documentations. But for me, I think it was good experience to learn English, to be like become more here New Yorker, and that point was very helpful, you know. And then was little by little I get more involved in fashion. Then Instagram start be a thing. You know, my page from I think 2013.
13, yeah.
13, yeah, opened.
So you how you started? Like it's just like side hustle, and then
Yeah, it was like a lot of traveling. That time we start traveling to Europe. Really like it. My husband really loved it too, and we keep coming back every year. And then we actually just had a phone, and we did like beautiful photos on the phone. And I would start posting on Instagram like your beautiful outfits, but also beautiful background. And people grabbing attention to that, and they were asking me like where it is, like how to get there, all those tips I was given to as well. Then I remember also was doing a lot of daily outfits, daily outfits, selfies in my mirror, like every day, maybe 3 times a day, depends how many times I want to change. And then some girls started reaching out to me and saying like, "Oh, keep doing it because you actually made our morning very easy. We look at you and say, like, okay, you put this and this. I have something like this. Let me do that too." And I guess it's give me that encourage. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, they like it, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome. You have like 300,000 subscribers. Did you grow that back then? Or are you still working like on the growing? Do you use any like marketing strategies to that?
Well, it's always good to work on growing. It's, you know, you always want to do that. I think during like 2019, it was a top year, like start growing a lot and got a lot of publication. They wrote article about me, influencer on the rise. And there was like a lot of things happening that year, you know, 2019, right before 2020. Got my cover published in different magazines and got a lot of attention. And that was very great opportunity to grow. And then you do different things. I did some giveaways with different influencers too, like we did collaboration. So there was a lot of things that you can do, you know. I think that time was really great time for growing because that was picking up. Yeah, there was a time for picking up. And actually during COVID, there's one of the positive things was that people were paying attention and a lot of being on social media and following people for their likes, what they doing, like make them feel better about themselves. Yeah. Positive things. Like I think that was a lot of good things too, because I always loved colors, like popping colors, as you can see.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so it's amazing. Like, is there like right now any online or maybe offline communities of female influencers or like any who support you along that? Or it's
we'll have I have some different I will say not influencers, but it's all they see media and PRs. They all have different groups. They're working together because it's, you know, it's kind of teamwork with the brands too. You need social media, you need PR company, place brand in the stores for the sales, all that. It's important part. And they have I know the PR company from Fashion Mingle, then women from the Wall Street. They also help each other. Literally not only influencers, just women to help each other, to grow and see if you have if they have any contacts to share that will help you. Not only saying good things and motivate each other, but also actually give you a contact that will be useful for you. Exactly. To see like, oh, what do you exactly need? Because when I first met them and they were asking me, like, okay, but what exactly what do you need? Like, it's like, okay.
It's awesome. Amazing.
So it's really great that, you know, girls here in New York help each other and trying to, you know, bring everybody up together. That's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. Is there any like books or maybe podcasts which helped you as well?
You know, I think I'm more visual person than books and podcasts lately. And no,
Maybe some like visual stuff.
yeah, just visual for me. I always do a lot of searches, do a lot of Google searches on the new things that come out in my mind, and I just put in there and start searching and looking what inspiration, what can be. And for me, of course, always build inspiration. Travel a lot, because when you travel, you see different cultures and you really understand how all people just so beautiful in general. They make beautiful things from nothing. And like being in Greece, the blue color, the white houses, you know, gives you that, you know, beautiful, clean, I don't know, inspirations, right? Then you go to another country like Spain, with especially like when I go to restaurant, the food, they do this, all that, it's kind of gives you that like a mood board for you. I don't know, like something that you feel like, you know, and you just go with that, I guess.
Yeah, it's amazing. Is there like any advice? What you would recommend or would advise someone who wants to start their career as an influencer today?
I think the best things to do, it's invest time in creating beautiful content that shows you who you are, shows your vision, shows what you like to do in general, and just be a positive and just share good vibes, good things, you know, and keep doing things you love. Because I think in the end, it always shows. If you something that you love, sometimes I spend time, too much time on the content, not even realizing that, because you love it.
Yeah.
I think this is important. That will show you always, and no matter what, you know, the money there will come eventually. You start working and making money there too. Just in the beginning, you have to really just see what you about. Like that's you. What's the page you create? It has to be your face. Like everybody will see it, and then be a professional, then brands will see it and understand that, like, okay, that's the person that I really love. I really love their style, or a vibe positively, you know, smiling. I don't know. There's something has to be a little bit like something unique has to be about
authentic,
that.
Yeah, 100% authenticity. It's so important. Yeah,
and
so it pops up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I love talking with you, but yeah, we have time framing. And my last question: what's your definition of success?
I think definition of success is be successful with the thing that you love. If you really do that, you heart saying to you, I think that's a big success. And then everything else comes into the place, and you can do a lot of different things and help each other. Unless, I mean, you have to be happy inside, and it shows always, I think.
Yeah.
Just you, be you, and doing you. You know, this is the best, I think. The feeling if you really love something that you do.
Totally agree. I wish that for you, for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you do. I mean, you love what you do.
For myself, I wish it.
Right?
Yeah, I love
it.
Exactly. I feel that it just sparks so many emotions. When
exactly.
You do what you love.
Yeah, that's most important. And then, of course, for me, always being like, if you look good, you feel good. This is also important part, especially for women. I mean, I know guys, they usually take shower, comb their hair.
And they're awesome.
Yeah. For us, we need a little bit more work. So, and I think for me, I'm so happy to share so many different brands, beautiful brands that girls can feel more beautiful in it. And small tips here and there that sometimes it's just to show, like, okay, you can do this or you can do that. And they're like, oh, really? It fits me too. I can wear this, of course. And then just they make so happy, right? When you look beautiful, you go outside, you see the people comment, right? You walk in on the street and they right away, they're like, oh my God, I love your outfit. And that's it, right?
Yeah, especially in New York City, you have so many bright outfits. It's just, you think, and it's really amazing because so much like, you know, gray, dark colors around. And when you see this colorful
Yes.
look, you're like, yes, New York City, love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you for so many creative entrepreneurs,
Sure,
like influencers as
exactly.
you are.
Thank you.
That makes the city,
The brighter,
Brighter.
the better and brighter, and just more fun, I think.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's,
Awesome.
thank you so much. How
There's-
people can find you?
Okay, you can find me guys on Instagram at Olga Ferrara _NY.
All right. It will pop up.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
it's amazing. My pleasure.
I think we can talk for hours.
yes, it's just like time frames. But
Yes.
that will be definitely, yeah. All right,
you.
so thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us today on the She Did It show. Remember that the path to success is not always easy, but with determination, hard work, and strong support system, you can achieve your dreams. So go out there and make it happen. Please subscribe to our channel, leave your feedback, and see you next time on the She Did It show.